Good morning. This is X-Pulse AI Morning Mix. It's Thursday, July 23rd, 2026. Today, AMD's massive compute and cache move into Anthropic, Nvidia's Vera Rubin systems landing with big customers, and a brewing consensus against open-weight releases. I've got Orion with me. Ready?
Ready, let's move.
The Verge reported on July 22nd, AMD plans to invest up to $5 billion in Anthropic and provide capacity including up to 2 gigawatts of Instinct MI450 AI GPUs. Orion, what's actually in this deal?
It's capital plus guaranteed compute. Anthropic gets a huge reserved runway of AMD GPU capacity, and AMD gets a marquee anchor tenant for MI450, plus a multi-year engineering collaboration to tune training and serving for Claude models.
2 gigawatts is not small. Is this AMD trying to break the Nvidia default?
Exactly. The fastest way to change buyer behavior is to pair supply with a top model provider, proving performance in production. If Claude runs well and predictably on MI450, that becomes reference architecture other enterprises can copy.
Does this change Anthropic's infrastructure strategy or just add another lane?
More like another lane. Anthropic has been signing multiple infrastructure deals, and this looks like compute diversification. More leverage on pricing, less single-vendor risk, and fewer sorry-no-capacity moments when demand spikes.
Bloomberg reported on July 21st that Nvidia says systems based on its Vera Rubin platform have been delivered to major AI customers, moving from demos into real deployments. Orion, what should we read into delivered here?
It signals the platform is crossing the line from launch-stage marketing to data center reality. Integration, power, networking, and actually training workloads. Early deliveries usually mean a handful of top accounts are validating performance and reliability at scale.
How does that land next to AMD's compute deal from a minute ago?
It highlights the split market. Nvidia is still pushing its next platform into the biggest labs, while AMD is using partnership plus capacity to win mindshare. If Rubin ramps smoothly, Nvidia keeps the performance crown. If not, buyers look harder at alternatives.
What's the practical impact for everyone else who isn't a major customer?
If those initial deployments go well, it pulls the supply chain forward, more predictable lead times, more standardized stacks. If they hit friction, power, cooling, interconnect, then capacity stays scarce and prices stay motivational.
Axios wrote on July 22nd that OpenAI and Anthropic are pushing back on releasing powerful open-weight model weights, warning it's harder to revoke access, update guardrails, and prevent misuse. Orion, why make this argument so publicly?
They're trying to set a norm. Frontier capability should come with controllable distribution. If weights are out, they're out. No patch Tuesday for model misuse. So they're emphasizing gated access, independent testing for catastrophic risks, and regular reporting instead.
Is this mainly safety or also business?
Both. Safety is real. Weights enable fine-tuning for harmful use. Business-wise, controlled deployment protects differentiation and revenue, but the key signal is industry coordination. Two rivals aligning suggests regulators and customers are asking harder questions.
Where does that leave the open model ecosystem?
It likely bifurcates. Smaller open-weight models keep advancing and get enterprise adoption, while the very top tier stays behind APIs and secure hosting. Open isn't dead. It's just not the default for the most powerful systems.
CNN reported on July 23rd that China is limiting access to AI companion chatbots domestically and also unveiled the World Artificial Intelligence Cooperation Organization, an international alliance for safe and fair AI development. Orion, what's going on with this pairing?
It's a two-step. Tighten consumer-facing social chatbots at home while positioning internationally as a standard setter for AI governance. Restricting companions suggests concern about addiction, misinformation, or social effects, while the cooperation body is soft power plus rule writing.
Do you expect other countries to follow on companion restrictions?
Some will, especially where youth protection and mental health are political priorities. Companions are emotionally sticky, and that triggers a different regulatory instinct than, say, a spreadsheet copilot. Governments tend to regulate vibes faster than validators.
And the new international body, does it change anything immediately?
Not overnight, but it creates a forum that can shape language around safe and fair. Over time, that can influence procurement, cross-border research, and how companies certify compliance. like a standards layer that becomes hard to ignore.
TechCrunch reported on July 22nd that Glow emerged from stealth with a $180 million all-equity Series A, valuing it at $1.2 billion. They're targeting endpoint risks from AI agents and developer tools. Orion, what's the news first? Why is this round notable?
The size and valuation are the headline. $180 million for a Series A is a statement that investors think agent-era security is a new platform shift. The other signal is the team. Glow's leadership includes former CISO Emily Heath, which helps credibility fast.
Okay, and what do they actually build?
Endpoint security, aimed at when software on laptops and servers starts acting on behalf of users, agents running scripts, browsing, touching code, moving data. That creates new attack paths, prompt injection, tool abuse, credential theft through automation, and noisy but valid actions that look normal.
So is this a new category or just rebranded endpoint detection and response?
It's partly a new wrapper, but the threat model is genuinely shifting. If agents can execute tools, you need policies and telemetry that understand intent and permissions across apps, not just process spawned another process. And yes, everyone will claim they do it by Friday.
Staying with infrastructure, Business Insider on July 22nd says Nvidia is backing financing for neoclouds like GMI Cloud, stepping in if customers default in some arrangements. And Tom's Hardware on July 21st says Nvidia has shipped hundreds of thousands of Grace standalone servers. Orion, what's the through line?
Demand is so strong that financing itself becomes a product. Nvidia helping de-risk loans speeds purchases of Nvidia-equipped capacity, though critics call it circular. And mass Grace server shipments show Nvidia is pushing deeper into CPU footprint, not just GPUs, tightening platform control in data centers.
On adoption, MarketScale on July 22nd cites an MIT FutureTech and Carnegie Mellon study. Only 11% of S&P 500 firms had deeply integrated AI by 2025. And PR Newswire on July 21st says 92% of U.S. healthcare leaders want deep clinical expertise to trust AI at scale. Does that line up?
Yep, integration is slow because it's messy. Data plumbing, governance, training, workflow redesign, the J-curve the study mentions. Healthcare is the extreme case. Trust requires domain validation, not generic benchmarks. If your model can pass an exam, great. Now prove it in a hospital.
Meanwhile, Bloomberg on July 23rd says China's Cybot is raising close to $100 million at about $1.48 billion valuation. And Forbes on July 21st says London-based Humanoid raised $152 million at $1.35 billion. Very quick, what are they building?
Cybot is part of China's push for domestic AI capability. Bloomberg frames it as another unicorn plus AI startup. Humanoid is a pure-play humanoid robotics company with its HMND-1 robot. Apparently, the new unit of measure is billion-dollar Series A. My calendar can't keep up.
That's XPulse AI Morning Mix from XPulse for Thursday, July 23rd, 2026. If this helped you stay sharp, share it with one person who'd actually use it. See you next time.